Okay, so we're going to start a debrief process and read. Do one of you guys want to start by reading the roles?
Yeah, I can go. Yeah, so I had the role of Sean, and Sean's story was about a week ago. I got a call to a meeting with a student support and intervention, which made me super nervous. I had no idea what to expect, and being this close to graduation from close to graduation from college, I really didn't have time for something to derail these already stressful last few weeks. I've been under a lot of pressure to pass my final classes or I can't walk. It's also been stressful because I have a group project this term with Rod, who is notorious for using drugs and being the campus hookup. You don't really want to be associated with Rod because you've seen drugs almost destroy your family and older brother, but you need to pass your class, which means spending more time working on this project. When I showed up to this meeting, I was shocked to find out that a report was made by one of my friends that they suspected I was using drugs. I quickly shut down that rumor, but I was so upset, I reached out to a few of my friends who told me it was Emily who had been telling people I was using drugs. I couldn't believe it. Emily knows all about my brother's rehab and heroin addiction and knows that while I've been offered drugs, I've always said no and would never partake. How could she spread such an insensitive rumor? I decided the best thing to do was confront her. I found out she was in the library. I intended to have a calm conversation with her, but I was so upset that I ended up knocking a book off the counter, and from there things just exploded. I really need this to be resolved so I can graduate and move on with my life. And Sean's goal was I needed Emily to apologize, but more than that, I needed her to admit to me and to others that she spread this rumor knowing that it was false, and that she pretty much needed to flat out fix this and clear my reputation.
I think you did a pretty good job as, your role.
Yeah, I think that was just like, you worked with it as much as you could, I think, like, in my mind, it seems like that's, like, not a whole lot to go off of, honestly. Like, yeah, like I can see how that might happen in real life, I mean, but it's like, I felt like it's going to have to take a lot to really make sure that all your points are expressed, and I think you did a good job of expressing all those points, It's kind of dense.
Yeah, I think you did a good job of talking about your brother, your group project, like why you were in the circumstances you were, and making a big point about how you were graduating. That was really your priority, was to graduate and be done, and also address your problems with Emily. And I think actually then, like, all of your goals were kind of met by the mediation in a way.
Yeah, I agree with that, for sure.
Emily?
Yeah, Emily. Yeah, so I was Emily, and my role, or my story, was that I have known Sean since freshman year of college. Now we are graduating in just a few short weeks, and I feel like I don't even know my friend anymore. We've always gotten along so well, but lately Sean's been acting different, a bit distant and moody, and also stuck up. He's acting like he's better than everyone and expecting others to put him on a pedestal. He also used to let us drop by his house for all our hangouts now, but seems to get paranoid anyone tries to drop by. Sean shared with me our freshman year that his older brother had offered him drugs before, and he had considered using them but didn't. Sean also seems to have a new friend who looks pretty sketchy and is known for being the campus hookup. I was sitting with some of our mutual friends in the cafeteria when they asked me what was up with Sean. I told them somewhat jokingly that maybe he was on drugs. I never really meant it. I was just annoyed with his high and mighty attitude. I guess some people took me seriously, though, because it was reported. Sean had some sort of meeting with student support afterwards, and he came and found me in the library and started yelling at me and throwing books off the shelves. I will admit I got really vocal too and threw a couple books off the desk as well. It's not my fault this rumor got started. Emily's goal was that I just want Sean to see that he has changed as a person and needs to calm down. I also want him to know that I didn't mean to start a rumor and didn't think anyone would take it seriously.
Yeah, that's a dense story as well.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like it was hard to fit that all in, because I feel like I didn't grab onto all those points just because it was almost too much to...
Yeah, it was like a lot of
Yeah,
points. It felt like I wasn't, like the goal honestly seemed like kind of separated from the story, and so I was trying to like comprehend what was important to include and what wasn't important to include. Like I feel like after reading it out loud like this, I feel like maybe I could have included the handle like his stuck-up attitude a little bit more,
Mm.
but like I feel like that may have like been a little bit helpful. But even then, like I don't know, like it seems like I think this was just kind of a challenge for me, honestly, to try and make sure that like Emily's goals were met, because her goal was just that she wanted to see that Sean has changed as a person and needs to calm down. But that seems so like vague, you know. That's not, that was very like, I think if it was more like specific, like I want Sean to like, you know, be more clear about who he's hanging out with and recognize that I'm just like concerned for his well-being because of what happened to his brother. Like I feel like that would have been easier. I feel like I had to kind of like make that up, you know, which worked out. But like
that was a good addition.
yeah. But I think like the goal that she just needs to calm down and change and like recognize that he's changed in some way. It just seems kind of tough. But you know,
that was hard for me to address. That idea of like a behavior change, because like I'm led to believe like he wasn't actually doing drugs or anything. He's just busy. So I was like, how am I supposed to help you address that?
Yeah, like you can't like really force someone to like not be stressed out because it's graduation time and they have a rumor about doing drugs or something. I mean, like that seems like perfectly good reason to be stressed out.
Exactly.
But like, you know, I don't know. At least I think we both did a good job, I think, of at least like doing our best to get a goal recognized and get an agreement made. So I think that worked out.
Yeah, and I think even though you said you could have included more about his stuck-upness and his attitude, I feel like we still would have came to the same same agreement at the end. So I think it's okay that wasn't at the forefront. But I get where you're coming from there. Yeah, I struggled with coming to creating an agreement, and I think that's like you guys did a good job like having ideas for what to do, because I think in a real situation, I don't think a mediator can necessarily say like, well, this is going to make it better. I think it was like a very intimate, personal relationship to where it's like very specific to you what you want and you what you want emotionally. So you guys did a good job coming up with ideas for what your character would like, you know.
Well, I really liked how you like organized everything like that. Like, I
thought
that was smart. Like I didn't think about doing that when I was doing the mediation last week, and I think like that would have helped me, because I feel like, you know, I had some kind of trouble sometimes keeping my priorities straight, and I feel like you did a really good job of making sure things were addressed in order the whole time. You know, I liked your opening statement really well. I think you did that very effectively by outlining everything in great detail. And I think like, and I think it helped me stay on track, you know, because it helped remind me like, okay, well, what are we going to talk about next? I think like I could have, you know, done that better in my session. So I think you did a really good job with that opening statement details. So,
thank you. Any other comments about it? I think everyone did like the best you could with such a dense personality, the character you were taking on. I think you guys both like did a good job coming to an agreement, but not necessarily being stuck on like fighting about it, or I don't know. I think you guys deal with it like people in a friendship would. Like, I don't know, like not wanting anything concrete necessarily from each other, but wanting to move forward.
Right.
So I think it was good.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to try and come up with like an agreement to sign upon. You know, it's difficult to sign on saying like,
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change.
I'll tell people. You know, it wasn't like we weren't disputing over like something that we could actually just like solve in a day. You know, like it was a little more emotional problems going on than it was like, you know, I'll agree to just stop being, you know, like this or whatever.
Yeah, and I started the agreement, and then I almost thought, I was like, okay, this agreement's kind of pointless, but I made it.
Yeah, it's all right though.
Yeah, I was like,
good though.
It's good practice, I guess. You know, so that's all that matters.
And I was like, the only concrete thing could be therapy. I didn't think it was necessary in this situation either, but I was like, maybe I should just like put it in there.
Just put it out, because like
we both ended up disagreeing on it too.
Exactly, so that's fine. You know, I think just offering more solutions is good. So anything you can offer is beneficial.
All right, we're good.
You guys want to schedule next week's?
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be the mediator, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So.
And
13th? Wednesday the 13th?
That's next Wednesday? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you won't have a, I think yours is due during week 10, so you'll have some time
Oh, okay.
on it. But I think it's okay if we just keep meeting. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Just getting
Let's
the
just get
meetings
it
out
done.
of the way.
I like the way we did it because
Yeah.
it gave me like a lot of time to get mine in. Like I still don't even have to get mine in until Saturday, which is cool because I know I'm really busy. I'm sure you're busy, so give us as much time as possible.
That's cool then.
So we want to do 12:30 again, because that's
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
That's fine with me at this time. It's
Okay.
good.
sounds good. And then you'll be mediating,
Yeah.
and then we'll be playing the other roles. And you'll probably want to email her this week or sometime and ask her to have it up before next Wednesday because
Okay.
she originally wasn't going to have the one we did today up. And I emailed her and she put it up because I told her my group wanted to meet this week.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So one of us
Sounds
will
good.
just make sure to email the
Yeah.
profession, let her know, hey, we need the roles sooner.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I think she has them done. She just, usually waits to put them
Yeah.
up. So, just shoot her an email and, she's fast at emailing, so she'll get back to you.
Okay.
Nikki, when you guys are reserve or what?
Yeah. So all you gotta do is.
do that.
So what you'll do is just go up to the front desk and ask them like instructions on how to do it, and they'll bring you to this website, and then you can just kind of do it online right there. Like that's what I did. I just asked them, hey, I need to reserve a room. They're like, okay, you got to do it online.
I can show you how to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, after.
Yeah, it's
Do you feel like
it's
you're
pretty
good?
simple.
Debrief wise.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, we have our next meeting set.
Yeah.
All right. Good to go.
Alright, guys.
Perfect. Should set it so it doesn't lock, but.